Have you ever stopped to wonder about the old Chevrolet models? Or are you just a Chevy fan without really knowing much about their history? Do you know the story behind Chevy and how it became such an iconic name? The Chevrolet Impala has a story as legendary as its name. First making its debut as a concept car at General Motors' 1956 Motorama, the Impala was a showstopper from the start. They first presented a sleek, 5-seat hardtop inspired by the Corvette, named after a gazelle known for its graceful leaps. It was bold, elegant, and ready to leap into the hearts of car lovers everywhere. By 1958, the Impala officially joined the Chevrolet lineup as the Bel Air Impala, a top-of-the-line trim that screamed luxury and performance. Under the hood, there was something for everyone, from a modest 145 horsepower inline-six to a beastly 348 cubic inch V8 churning out 315 horsepower. It was fancy enough to make critics wonder if Chevrolet could still call itself a low-priced brand. But let's be real, who cared when the Impala was this stylish? In 1959, the Impala spread its wings, literally. It became a standalone series and embraced dramatic design changes, including those unforgettable batwing tailfins that are still iconic today. With a longer, lower, and wider body, the '59 Impala was all about making an impression. It wasn't just a car, it was a rolling symbol of American pride. And for General Motors, it was part of a grand celebration of their 50th anniversary, alongside other special models like the Pontiac Bonneville Catalina and Cadillac Eldorado Seville. Want to know how popular the Impala was right from the start? General Motors sold over 473,000 Impalas in 1959 alone. That's nearly 500,000 people who couldn't resist the car's charm. The convertible was among the rarest and most sought-after versions, making it the holy grail for collectors today. As for design, Chevrolet wasn't messing around. Influenced by Chrysler's dramatic forward-look fin craze, the Impala was drenched in chrome and dripping with style. It had attitude, and every curve told a story of the golden age of American car design. From the front, the 1959 Chevrolet Impala boasted a bold design typical of the era, with chrome accents aplenty and a pair of dual headlights flanking the wide grille. But have you ever seen a car that changes its personality depending on the angle? Viewed from the side, the Impala's sheer length and flowing lines are striking. And if that wasn't enough, adding the optional Continental spare tire cover extended it by an impressive 11 inches. How's that for commanding attention on the road? Move to the rear, and you're met with its piece de resistance, the unmistakable batwing rear fenders and cat's eye taillights. These elements made the Impala a showstopper, not to mention the expansive trunk lid and massive cargo space. Could you imagine stuffing it with supplies for a weekend adventure or packing it with friends for a Saturday night cruise? The 1959 Impala's design wasn't just about looks. It was about making a statement. Its thin C-pillars and wraparound glass earned it the nickname Bubble Top, a design that felt airy and light while embodying the elegance of motion. The wide stance and low roofline hinted at speed and sophistication, but let's not forget the unintended summer greenhouse effect. Classic style comes at a price, right? Beyond its dramatic exterior, the Impala carried cutting-edge engineering for its time. The innovative X-frame design not only allowed for a sleeker, lower profile, but also contributed to a wider, more stable ride. Underneath, a live rear axle with coil springs ensured a smooth drive, and power-assisted hydraulic drum brakes offered solid stopping power, because what's the point of all that speed if you can't control it? The Chevrolet Impala wasn't just a showstopper on the outside. Its heart, the engine, was equally impressive. Starting with the base offering, Chevrolet equipped the Impala with a 235.5 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine, delivering a modest 135 horsepower. While dependable for everyday driving, this engine was far from thrilling. For those wanting more punch, Chevrolet offered the 283 cubic inch small block V8, known as the Turbo Fire. The base version came with a 2-barrel carburetor and delivered 185 horsepower, making it a solid step up from the 6-cylinder. However, things got exciting with the Super Turbo Fire variant, featuring a 4-barrel carburetor that pushed out 230 horsepower. For the real thrill seekers, Chevrolet added a fuel-injected ramjet version of the 283, delivering an exhilarating 250 horsepower. This innovation, usually seen in Corvettes, turned the Impala into a performance beast, proving it was more than just a stylish cruiser. If the small block wasn't enough, the Impala also offered the 348 cubic inch big block V8, affectionately known as the double U engine for its uniquely shaped valve covers. The turbo thrust version produced 250 horsepower, with a single 4-barrel carburetor. But the real excitement began with the Super Turbo Thrust, boasting 280 horsepower thanks to its triple 2-barrel carburetors. Moving up the ladder, the Special Turbo Thrust delivered 300 horsepower with a higher compression ratio of 11.01 and a solid lifter camshaft. The ultimate offering, the Super Turbo Thrust Special, ramped up the power to 315 horsepower, featuring the same high compression ratio, solid lifters, and a tri-carburetor setup. This engine turned the Impala into a true highway dominator. Late in the 1959 model year, Chevrolet pushed the limits even further, increasing the compression ratio to 11.25 to 1 and pushing output to a jaw-dropping 335 horsepower. Despite its weight of over 3,600 pounds, the Impala, equipped with the top-tier big block engine, could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 9 seconds and hit a top speed of approximately 130 miles per hour. For those lucky enough to secure a rare Fuel Impala with the Rochester Ramjet Special 283 cubic inch engine, solid lifters, and Duntov cam, the driving experience was akin to piloting a Corvette in full-size form, with production delays making fuel-injected engines and 4-speed transmissions incredibly scarce. These configurations became the holy grail for collectors. The 1959 Impala wasn't just about getting you to your destination, it was about doing so with unmatched power, style, and swagger, solidifying its place as an American icon. However, owning this dream machine doesn't come easy. A classic, this rare and desirable commands a price tag that matches its exclusivity, listed at $300,000. The Impala isn't an everyday purchase, it's an investment. For those serious about acquiring this gem, some financing options might help soften the financial leap, though convincing your significant other might still take some effort. Back in 1959, when the Impala was first unleashed, it was a revelation in both design and affordability. The base 6-cylinder sedan and 2-door hardtop sport coupe were priced at $2,600, with the sports sedan at $2,665 and the convertible at $2,850. Opting for the V8 added about $120 to the base price. The 4-door Nomad station wagon, capable of seating 6 passengers, started at $2,890 with the 6-cylinder engine and $3,010 with the base V8. At these prices, the Impala offered unparalleled value in a package that blended elegance, performance, and practicality. Bill Mitchell's design for the 1959 Impala captured the end of an era and the dawn of a new one. Sleek, long, low, and wide, the Impala marked a shift from the flamboyant excess of the 1950s to a more streamlined aesthetic that would define the 1960s. With Harley Earl's final design touches such as the bullets on the grille and the dramatic tail fins, the Impala's styling remains one of the most striking and distinctive in American automotive history. It's more than a car. It's a symbol of a changing era, where bold design met modern engineering to create an enduring icon. If you had the chance to drive one today, wouldn't you jump at the opportunity to experience a piece of rolling art? If yes, give us a thumbs up, share your experiences in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to help our channel grow. Hit the bell so you never miss our next video.